Okay. I'm gonna interview Mr. Jack Daunt at Bay Village, Belmont Road, Sarasota. Today is the April 10th, 2012. Mr. Jack Daunt is born April 23rd, 1918. Where were you living at the time?
In Boston, Massachusetts.
What branch of the military did you join?
Well, I liked flying, and it was 1941, and I figured a war was coming, and we were going to be involved, and that I would like to be a pilot. And in 1940, I had taken a civilian pilot training course offered by the government under the auspices of MIT, a big university up in Boston where I grew up. So I already had my license. Pilot's license, and that's why I enlisted. And I was in law school at the time and went down to the War Department in Washington, D.C., where I was going to law school. And I located the person who selected the candidates and where they would go to flight school. It was a lady down in the War Department. And we had a very good talk, and afterwards, at the end of it, she said, well, ordinarily you would have to go to, find a vacancy to the east of the Mississippi. But I'm going to give you the first vacancy we have. And we always get vacancies before the classes start. And you'll get that vacancy no matter where it is in the country. So actually I wound up going in January '42 out to Phoenix, Arizona to flight school.
Do you recall your first days in service?
Oh, yes. A group of actors from Hollywood had put together money to develop a flight school. The primary flight school in Phoenix, Arizona. And I went to that, the first class they had. And of course they had made it really nice. It was a plush school. Very, very good. So I went to the primary flight school there. And then basic school up in Northern California. And then I came back to Phoenix, Arizona, to Luke Field for my final phase.
Which war, well, I guess you, which war did you serve? It was World War II, you said?
World War II, right, yeah. It began about the time I was ready to fly.
Where exactly did you go?
Well, my first job was with the Ferrying Command, because when the war, shortly after the war started, the Germans used their submarines to start sinking the ships we had that were carrying aircraft over to Europe for the British and the other ones that were already fighting. And when they'd sink a ship, they'd destroy many, many airplanes, sometimes as many as 50. So they started the ferrying command, and I was assigned to it when I graduated from flight school. And we used to go to the factories, get airplanes, and then fly them up to Greenland, over to Iceland, and then down into an air base in Scotland. And then they'd be able to use those airplanes in the war in Europe.
Were you awarded any medals or citations?
Just mostly for regular service, not for the accomplishment of any individual product. For length of service and where I served. Over in Burma, you know, and
Oh, Burma.
things like that.
Was that during the war, Burma?
Yes. I was there in 1944 in Myitkyina, Burma.
What did you do there?
Mostly, I was in command of an outfit, and we flew airplanes over the hump, the Himalaya mountains, which are considered the most dangerous in the world. And what we would carry mostly were 50-gallon drums of gasoline. And then we also ferried 4 horses in each airplane as we went over the hump, because they wanted to use the horses in China, because Western China is very, very mountainous, and there aren't roads and things there. And a lot of the Japanese, that's where they came to fight. There